It is Vivian and I'm talking to Hebe. Hola, we are Big Sound. How are you?
I'm good. I'm really starting to settle in, which is nice.
Yeah, you had such an amazing showcase last night, and you've got another showcase tonight at the Outpost.
Yeah, at 9:15.
Yeah,
so
and
I'm excited.
It's going to be so incredible. Hey, last night was so amazing. I especially loved the moment when you just decided to whip out 1,000 miles. Well, how was the decision choice to like kind of get there? Because it took me and probably all the other 90s kids way back to White Chicks, and that's exactly where I want to be.
Yeah, I feel like we did it with the band a while ago at a show we did in Melbourne, and it was just so much fun. The crowd loved it. We're like, oh, should probably keep it in the set. And then we just like produced out a little backing track for it. We had a bit of fun with it, added some like Holly Hebe layered vocals and did all that. And then it honestly just took on a life of its own. It was so much fun. Yeah, and it's kind of fun because we have this like intro at the start that's sort of a little bit like moody and a bit kind of spooky, and then the iconic piano riff just kicks in, and it's so much fun to play. Yeah. It's honestly one of my favorite parts of the set, I think.
Yeah, but it looked like you guys are having so much fun, and I think that's something that you can particularly tell when you're playing is like you all connect so well with each other, and like I love the way that like Linus is just having the best time on stage singing, even when it's not like his turn to sing, he's singing all of the words.
He's the best.
It's so good. Hey, this is part of your Ruby EP tour. I saw that you handmade a beautiful shirt. Why the dog? Is the dog symbolic or something? It's a dog, isn't it?
Yeah. So the EP is sort of part named after my like childhood dog, and her name's Ruby, and she's so old now. Like she lives with my parents in New South Wales, and every time I visit, it's just like I don't know, you have like there's like a unique type of pain watching like your childhood pet get so old.
It makes you feel like you're not a kid anymore.
Yeah, so there's a song on the EP that's about her, and like I feel like I wrote that song as from the perspective as though she was like a person or like my best friend when I was younger. So I'm really excited for that one to come out on the EP. But yeah, that's kind of a part of why I named the EP Ruby, and her name's Ruby. So and then I painted her on this top, kind of like a mythical, fantastical version of herself. And I accidentally gave her 5 legs on the shirt, which is so, I could not believe I did that. I don't know what I was thinking.
I like that even more though. I think that's better. It makes it more mythical.
I was just in my room, I was listening to music, I'm just painting, got my fabric paints out, and then all of a sudden this dog had 5 legs, and I was like, oh no.
That is so incredible. Is that going to be like merch that you
Maybe. I don't know, I've had a couple of people ask me about that.
I really liked it. It was
maybe
really cool.
I could do some painted shirts or something like that.
Yeah, you could make some, they could have all different numbers of legs if they're handmade.
It could be a little theme. I like it.
How many legs does your Ruby have?
That's so good.
You played your most recent release, Bottled Blonde, last night. It's such a celestial, like dreamy pop track. Talk to me a little bit about that track and releasing it and making it and what that was like for you.
Yeah, I actually got this amazing opportunity down in Melbourne to have like a producer residency at Carriage Studios, which is in Collingwood, and that was so good for me. I feel like I was at a bit of a point where I like sort of sit in my bedroom and make the starts of a lot of the tracks, and it was nice to just be in a proper studio and just on my own and using all the cool gear, and it just like sparked this workflow that I hadn't really experienced before. And Bottle Blonde came out of that basically. I just like had a day where I was like, I'm just gonna see what happens. And then basically recorded nearly the whole song that day, which was so fun. Had a lot of fun with like picking out funny little like sound effects to chuck in there at the start, and just honestly it was one of those experiences where I just didn't feel any like pressure to create, and it sort of just like happened really nicely, which was great. And I guess the songs just kind of come to me. I always feel like I just want to like cut my hair or do something to it, and it's just like this itch. I just can't, and even though I've never done anything too drastic, like the urge is always there, and one day I swear I'm gonna wake up and like shave my head or something. But the song's about
I feel like the more unhinged I am, the more desperation occurs to do something really traumatic. I'm like, what's happening today?
I don't know, like honestly, the smallest inconvenience could happen to me during the day, and I'll get home and I'm like, I'm gonna do it.
The scissors are out. Someone stop me. Someone stop me right now.
And there's just like some freedom. I feel like sometimes just giving yourself a bit of a ratchet haircut, it's like kind of nice to like bring you down a peg and just humble you in a way that just like I don't know.
a homemade
I just feel
haircut.
like I need it sometimes. So that's
when
what
you're like,
bottom
oh
lip is
damn,
about.
my fringe is way too short now. I look like alfalfa. What have I done?
Literally, but honestly, it's those times where you really discover who you are.
Who you are. Yeah. It gives you character.
Exactly.
Everyone needs an ugly haircut once
Exactly.
in a while. Hey, you also made like this really cute little sign I saw.
Yes.
And you've obviously done the thing with the t-shirts. Like, is craft a really important component of your project? Because I know I definitely find like it is for mine. I really, if I'm having writer's block or something, just like picking up another craft project and getting inspired with that really feeds into the writing. Do you find that too?
Yeah, I honestly have always been, I don't know, I just feel like I'm not good at kind of like sitting still, and that I just always love to be like doing some sort of crafty something. And I feel like the DIY type of approach has been something that's kind of been a through line through our project. So yeah, it's been so much fun adding all those little like elements of craft into things, painting the shirt, making a little zine. It's been, I just feel like I just sit at my desk at home and I bought like a bunch of magazines from the op shop that were like 50 cents each, and just like went to town cutting up random things. And again, it's like another outlet, I think. I can just jump on some music or a podcast and I'm just crafting away, and it's just like, honestly, I'm having the time of my life. It's so much fun. And I also really like making those little things. I just think it makes it a bit more personal for people. And it also, I don't know, I feel like I love collecting those little things from other artists, and I just want to be able to do that for other people, like have that opportunity to like have little collectibles and like it to be 100% me, and not just like, you know, getting a random design and whatever, like, and that's also can be great, but I just, I feel like I like to put myself into it.
It's got your personal touch and like your particular aesthetic as well, because you have a really particular style. It's really nice.
It's so much fun to do, and like even just the painting of the shirt, like, again, I just, honestly, it's so much fun for me, so I feel like it's just nice to have that extra little outlet along with the music to like kind of add to it.
Oh, it's really special. I've got 3 like quick fire questions for you to finish this off. If you could describe your big sound in one word, what would it be?
Chaotic.
That's a good one. If Holly Hebe was a drink, what drink do you think it would be?
Okay, great question. I
Doesn't have to
reckon
be
it's
alcoholic,
got to be
anything.
I was gonna say like maybe like a tequila, but
Ooh.
either like a tequila something or like a strawberry daiquiri.
Oh yeah, I see that. Yeah, something sweet but with like a little bit of like zestiness in it. I think would be really good. And besides obviously watching yourself, who are you most excited to see this week?
I'm really excited to see Lucy Sugarman, Underlay as well. They've become such good friends this whole trip. And then, I'm trying to think of who else I've got on my list to see. Oh, Remedy. I'm so excited to see her set. I saw videos of her first set last night. She was in this most amazing dress, and I was like, she's just so cool. And I look up to her a lot. She's just so cool. So I'm excited to see her.
So great. Well, thank you so much for
Thanks for having me. Oh my god, it's been so nice.
I know. And I'm in a room with a tiny little Max. It's so good.
Cute.
Have a beautiful big sound.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.